Hey folks, it is Dr. Jeff Camarda. Of course, happy midsummer to each and all of you. I just wanted to give you a warm video rendition of the statement I wrote for your July statements. And clearly the world continues to be an interesting place, as much of the first world seems to have turned the corner on the COVID crisis. Much of the globe remains mired in the pandemic, largely due to low vaccination rates or reliance on ineffective medications, such as the widely disseminated early Chinese vaccines and for other reasons. But the disease continues to rage pretty severely. The worldwide economic recovery, with a few the bumps, continues apace as much of the world reopens and spends their shut-in savings from 2020. Things do seem to have changed fundamentally in many regards, with creeping deglobalization, the end of just-in-time inventory practices, and inexplicable shortages of inputs and goods hampering supply chains. The inflation looks like it's going to get uglier. The drumbeat in the papers continues to get worse. It seems like consumers' mantras have shifted from "how cheap can I get it?" to "can I get it while I'm still young? You know, where can I find one?" And price is becoming less and less important for a lot of items. The inflation numbers, as I wrote this, and it's continued to be released in the press, are alarming, and they're in danger of becoming endemic in the wake of the things that I've just mentioned, in addition to a blossoming labor shortage and the specter of massive stimulus, perhaps overstimulus, waiting in the wings as federal spending looks to mushroom. Only very recently, the Fed seems to have caught wind of this and murmured something about hitting the brakes. We'll see. They're all in sync. It may, but it may be too late, and it may not matter with a gusher of fiscal stimulus looking to break ground. And remember, fiscal stimulus is the government spending money. Monetary stimulus is low interest rates and increasing the money supply. Investment-wise, we're very happy with the year-to-date performance numbers of the new portfolios. While many of you have not been in them all year, as we redesigned your individual investment policies and we tested and refined the systems, and perhaps some of you, many of you, missed the early year kick of some of the new portfolios. We're very confident this won't matter as you become more seasoned as time passes in them and your returns more closely match our long-term expectations. We believe we've really turned the corner here and that you will be well rewarded for your patience. That said, it is important to remind you that we watch the markets daily for signals as to when things may turn and when we should get out. A new client yesterday said something like a rising tide lifts all boats, but I reminded him that the markets now float high on a tide that would make Noah cringe, and that it's only a matter of time before public sentiment switches from greed to fear and the lemmings rush for the exits. Our goal is to get there or get you out of that way early and beat most of the next crash. And if and when we do, and it may not be for years, obviously we watch it daily, but you want to ride the rising tide as long as it rises. But if and when we do, please try to appreciate that cash is a tactical holding position intended to hold value in declining markets. It's a way station, not a destination. While you may shape a little bit, it's better to stay there constant and wait for the re-entry point than to ride the thing down again. As many of you know, I've got a book from a major publisher set to be released at the end of summer. The table of contents and cover up here in the statement that, or my report that will accompany your statements. I mention this to remind you, though, that this concentration of knowledge, and I think you really enjoy the book. All of you, clients will get a free copy, and we've got a limited number that we can share with some of your friends if you let us know who they are. But if you'll forgive me, that this is really a concentration of even most rare wealth wisdom. But it's the essence of what we offer you as clients, as your advisors. And as far as we've found, this unique blend of advanced skills is available nowhere else. We see the potential for very rough times ahead, but we have detailed plans and strategies to not only manage them, but to help you profit from them. Again, all of you will get free copies of the book as soon as we have the very first shipment. more importantly, and far more importantly, you have us in your corner to guide you and your family on down the line for generations if you will let us. On a final note, and this is a plea, you can really help us out, do us a favor. The Securities Exchange Commission rules have changed pretty dramatically, and we can finally ask you for a favor that I've been dying to ask you for a decade. You'll notice I've never asked for testimonials for you or your opinions of what you like about us, but now we're allowed to ask that, and I ask you very, very fervently, please, would you do a testimonial for us? Please share your thoughts. An email is nice, and a video would be even nicer, so others can learn from your opinion of us and make good decisions for themselves and their families. And that's it for now. Thanks. God bless each and every one of you. May God enrich each and every one of you. And until next time, thank you so much for watching and for letting us work for you. Thank you so much, and great balance of the summer to you. Bye-bye.